If you're a creator, you know the feeling, right? That constant search for the perfect image, one that looks amazing but also won't get you a nasty cease and desist letter or totally blow your budget. Well, today we are unlocking a massive treasure chest of incredible photography that you can use for free.
So let's just start with a number that probably hits a little close to home for a lot of you. 150 bucks. That's easily what a single high-end stock photo can run you. I mean, sometimes way more. And if you're trying to build out a website or a video or, well, anything, that cost adds up so fast it's just not realistic.
But what if there was another way? What if I told you there's this gigantic, ever-expanding library of photos, illustrations, and art that belongs to, well, everyone? A creative goldmine just waiting for you to tap into for literally any project without asking anyone for permission or paying a dime. That solution, that treasure trove, is the public domain. And listen, this isn't just a pile of old, dusty pictures. No, it's this vibrant, absolutely essential resource that actually fuels new creativity. So let's break down what that really means for you. Okay, so simply put, works in the public domain are any creative works that are no longer protected by copyright. That means they belong to all of us. You can copy them, you can remix them, you can slap them on a t-shirt and sell it, or you can build your next masterpiece on top of them. Seriously, no strings attached. And I love this quote because it gets at such a huge idea. Nothing is ever created in a total vacuum, right? Every new song, every movie, every piece of art is, in some way, built on the stuff that came before it. The public domain is that foundational, common wellspring that every creator draws from, whether they even realize it or not. So who exactly gets to use this stuff? Is it some exclusive club? Not at all. As you can see, it's for literally everyone. Web developers, artists, musicians, filmmakers, writers, and most importantly, you. If you are making anything, the public domain has something for you. Okay, so knowing the public domain exists is one thing, but, finding the actual gold is the real trick. So where do you even start looking? Where are the best digital archives to kick off your treasure hunt? All right, these are your big four, your go-to starting points. The Library of Congress has over 1 million incredible high-res images. Wikimedia Commons is just this ridiculously huge searchable database. Flickr The Commons is this really cool project with archives all over the world. And the New York Public Library has digitized a huge chunk of its amazing collection. And we're not just talking about a random jumble of photos here. These places have put together these incredible themed collections. You could literally lose an entire afternoon just exploring these gorgeous Japanese woodblock prints or the super bold graphic design of WPA posters from the 1930s. And it's all free to use. But, and there's always a but, isn't there? Here's where things get a little tricky. You'd think if something's in the public domain, you just right-click Save and you're good to go. But unfortunately, there's this hidden trap that catches a lot of people. It's called the problem of access. And this is the paradox that really confuses people. The original work might be totally free for anyone to use, but the high-quality digital file that you actually need for your project could be locked behind a paywall. So how is that even possible? Okay, think about it like this. The Mona Lisa painting itself, it's solidly in the public domain. But the Louvre Museum owns the physical painting, and they get to control who can take a really good, high-quality photograph of it. So while the artwork is public, the digital copy of that artwork can be restricted. See the difference? And this control leads to all kinds of barriers. A museum might just ban photography completely, or they'll charge you a big licensing fee for a usable digital scan. Sometimes they'll even make you sign an agreement that limits how you can use the public domain image. Or, and this is a big one, they'll put a legally shaky copyright claim on their digital scan of the public domain work. So this problem of access creates this really strange marketplace. You've got your normal stock photo agencies licensing copyrighted stuff. But then you have museums and archives that are basically charging you for access to public domain work. It's also created this whole little industry of sellers on places like eBay who will go find thousands of public domain images, bundle them up, and sell you the convenience of a curated download. They're not selling you the rights, they're selling you organized access. So how on earth are you supposed to navigate all this with any kind of confidence? Well, while copyright law is a giant, complicated beast, there is a pretty simple checklist you can use as a starting point, especially for older photos. Now, just to be clear, this is a guide, not ironclad legal advice. But it is a fantastic rule of thumb for photos published in the United States during a very specific period of copyright law. It's a really simple two-step process. Step 1, was the photo published before 1978? If the answer is yes, you go to step 2. Does it have a valid copyright notice on it? For a really long time in the US, the law required that little C symbol, the year, and the owner's name. If that notice was missing, poof, the work often fell straight into the public domain.
But I absolutely have to stress this. Copyright law is full of exceptions and weird little rules. This checklist is a great starting point, but it is not a substitute for professional legal advice. If you're building a huge project around a photo's status, please talk to an expert.
And all of this brings us to a final, bigger thought. The public domain is this precious, shared resource. But as we've seen, getting to it isn't always straightforward. It's so important that we keep digitizing archives and supporting the movements that want to keep this wellspring open. It kind of makes you wonder, right? What's our role in making sure this incredible treasure chest stays open for the creators of tomorrow?